Wow, look at this over here. Woo! It was raining like crazy. You want your ball? Want your ballsy? Oh, go get your ballsy. You. Let's go look at the damage. Let's go look at all the damage. Thank God we're not in the flood zone. But we got a nice rainbow from it. And then let's look at the damage that we got. Oh, damn. Oh, wow. That's crazy. There's one. Let's go check this out. Look at the flooding. It woke us up. It was so loud, the thunder. Check out this one. Oh, man. Oh, look at this one. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hey, snake. Can you bark with the dogs? Oh. Wow, major storm just hit. Major. And the rainbow's fading, but damn, is that gonna... It started last night. Hey. All right. Go get it. We had a really bad storm last night. I have some video I'm gonna post later. But it's hitting hard on that side over there. Moved from here. We got some massive holes in the water. Woo! Mute your dogs. I know I can't mute my dogs. I'll move away from them though. That's all they do is bark. But oh yeah, look at this flooding. Oh yeah, we get flooding in some spots. The military base back there probably is flooded. So that's the storm that just came through, but we had one last night too. Oh yeah, my front yard. Oh damn. So my truck is gonna have a hard time getting out. Whew. Oh, that sucks. Oh, damn, that sucks. That sucks. We're gonna have to do some major yard work, filling in all these. It rains so hard. I'm down there. Is this Germany? No, it's United States, California. And we just had a major thunderstorm. Lightning was like just crazy, lighting up the whole friggin' the whole place. The lightning actually is what woke us up and hit the window and just, it was crazy. But this is gonna not be good with all these. Oh my God, USA. Yeah, USA. Yeah. So we got our first really major. This is crazy what it did. Living there alone? No, I'm not living here alone. I live in another place also, so this is kind of like my weekend. Man, it sounds crazy. Yeah, it was insane. The storm was vicious. It did. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. You could tell. That's the other one. You still hear a little thunder. Morning, everyone. Bingo. Is this Apache land? It's not. It's actually not. It's in the Mojave. I'm in the Mojave Desert. But when storms like this come in viciously, as you can see, they come in and they're so destructive. They're just destructive. They're just extremely destructive, and they just, yeah, cause so much damage to the, you know, to the desert. Oh, here's a big ass hole outside. So this is kind of still part of my property over here. Some flooding. This flooding is really bad because none of these roads are maintained. So, but there was a rainbow this morning when I started this stream. But the sun's starting to come out. All right, come on. You want me to play? What do you do there? I escaped from the city to come here. Get the ground. So I work in the city and then I come here on the weekends. Usually I chill out in my hot tub, enjoy the sun, hang out on the couch. You know, just I do some trails. You kill people? No, I don't kill people, but I do have protection and a lot of it. So, and we do target practice. We get some target practice things out here. So that's the one fun thing about being out here. We get to you know, play with our toys. That was one of our target practice we did the other day. Didn't do too bad there. The other one over there. And then we line the bank with like milk cartons and whatever. And we just go to town. So, nice place. Thank you. I like it, except when it ruins my property like this. It's not good. And it was literally like an overnight. Like, look at that. That's insane. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, you need more trees out. Yeah, we just started planting all these trees because there was nothing here. It was completely, this hole wasn't even here. We had to dig this. We had to hire contractors and people to dig this for us because the winds are so bad here sometimes. I'm not from USA. I'm in Mongolia. I love Red Brothers. You're buffering? Okay. Let me head back over. Bye and good day. Bye. Take care. Here's your ball, booty. Yeah, so when we get storms like that, that's the only thing about. But it's going to be beautiful. Good day. Looks drier than a dead dangling out there. Yeah, it's you can tell it's really bad over there. It's really bad. What you want? What you want, little one? So I had to capture this. I have a great video I'm going to post later on of the actual storm from last night with the lightning. And oh, you can still hear the thunder. I mean, the thunder is crazy. I kind of like storms and when it's windy. You say did you say you're in Mongolia? So if someone's in Mongolia on the chat, that's what they said. Take care. Passerby, you. Oh, me? No. I'm in the Mojave Desert in California. And we get some water damage over there. Come on. You want me to play over here? Yeah, I'm in California, Mojave. Actually right outside, maybe an hour from Joshua Tree. So, but that storm started last night. And really, I wonder if there's any, yeah, there'll be some flooding on that side too. But the sun today probably will dry everything. Second hottest place in the USA. Yes, exactly. We are exactly almost the same temperature as Death Valley. So, sorry, these dogs. All he does is bark. Yeah, we are same temperature as Death Valley, pretty much. It got to 127 one year here. Gorgeous. And I love it here. No one can build around us. So we are the last street on the house. I mean, last street on the road, which are not maintained roads. All this is government land. We have a crazy ass spooky shack right over there. It's kind of, sometimes I head over to check it out, but I collect rare stones, and I look for gems and stuff. So I go beyond the fence here, because we have 5 acres. So our land actually goes out to the telephone pole. I don't know if you can see it, but so a question: I want to buy something similar. How much is it going to cost me? Well, we know nothing is cheap right now, right? So it's expensive. I wouldn't buy in California. If you can find something like this, like in a different state, you'd probably do a lot better. But the laws here in California, and the taxes, and everything is out of control. The cost of, like, it cost me $90 to fill my truck the other day. So gas is still $4.89 a gallon, $5, $5.09. You know, my electric bill is like $500 a month. It's extremely expensive. So yeah, California is way too expensive to. I mean, we have this, but we're dead poor. But why does the government own the land? So this is government, because the mountains you're looking at right now is military. That's all military base. All of this whole entire thing is 29 Palms military base. So they also own all this other land, because they do their practices out here. Like behind this telephone pole, like maybe a mile or so behind that is where so I get to watch their practices from right here. And so they own all this land, everything. Oh, you can hear the thunder. All of it, all of this, everything. Those mountains over there, behind these mountains, are all military. So that's nuts for electricity. Yeah, it's insane for electricity. But we run the AC. It's like, 120 degrees. You got to run the AC. So, and we have, we got a massive AC unit for, 1,200 square foot house. So the AC and, set 0.74 cents per kilowatt. Yeah, it's insane. Rest of USA is 0.17. Yeah, see, so out here is, it's insane. Thank you, JK, for that info. I know you know that for sure, because you monitor that. You've been on the chat before, but it is extremely expensive to have something like this. And believe me, I am living paycheck to paycheck and borrowing, and it's not. I'm trying to hold on, as much as I can. Do you know someone? The military made it easy for you to buy this land? No. Okay, so we looked. We used to vacation in Joshua Tree every year. We rented this Airbnb for like 6 years in a row, and we used to rent it out 6 weeks out of the year. And we loved it here. We just loved it. So we decided to look for land out here. And it took 2 years, but my husband found this property 6 years ago, and it was pretty much looked like that. We bought it not dirt cheap. We bought it, when the finance rate was, I got 3% on the house, and so we were able to, it had the siding on the house, but it had an outhouse right here with that, like, target practices. There was an outhouse there. There was no tree. We just did the trees. You could not live in the house. It had to be redone. So yes, it was pre-COVID, exactly. So we bought it for the land and the view, and we bought it because it has its own water source. So we have our own well. So that's one thing we don't have to pay for in California, which is another huge, huge expense. The water bills out here are ridiculous. So we have our own water source. We have no one else can build around us, and that's kind of why we bought it. And then we put about $150,000 into the house. You know, we did all the new electrical, plumbing, floors, bedrooms, kitchens, bathrooms, you know, everything. We stripped the house down. We stripped down to the siding. We stripped down to the frame of the house and rebuilt there, and then added the AC and all this other stuff. So it was not, it was not, you know, cheap. And then, you know, now everything is skyrocketed. The electric is quadrupled. I thank you, lady, for being, I was kind of, no, whatever. No worries. I'm proud of you. Well, it's not just me. I have others that help. So, but I work my ass off. I work, you know, 50 hours a week. And you know, I make decent money if the economy was okay, but the money I make still isn't enough to pay the mortgage, the electricity, all the other bills that come with it, the gas to get here, because I live in another spot to work. So, you know, the gas and all the other bills is just insane. But, you know, we do have our satellites and our Starlink, and this property is locked down. We have camera systems, and it's the bankers for sure. Absolutely. That's what's happening to this country. It's all over my channel. I do tons of videos on the currency and what's happening to the dollar, what's going to happen with AI. I have another channel called Desert-Livin 2.0, which is my AI channel. Yeah, so from my paycheck, the government takes 35% or 38% of my paycheck. And then the state of California takes 15% of my paycheck. And then when I go buy anything in California, they take, I think, 8.5 or 8.7%. So pretty much I'm left with nothing. And then, you know, I also have all the other stuff that comes out, right? My health insurance. And so I barely make enough to survive. And the food bill for, you know, me, my husband, my dogs, it's stealing. California is stealing. The government is stealing. It's I don't know how people are going to live. I don't know how I'm going to survive, to be honest. You know, it's rough. It's really rough for everybody. And something's got to stop. Something's got to happen. I'm tired of it. You know, I'm just sick of this shit. And the whole thing with Charlie Kirk and all that, they're lying. Let's see. And I thought my country was bad for taxes. California takes a prize. Yo, JK says $12 eggs is $11 to $14 now. So $12 eggs, yeah, are now 11. Yeah, it's insane. Pre-COVID, $3.99, right? Yeah, my gimbal is, I don't know why it's not working. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's really rough. It's global. The Federal Reserve is the source of it. Yeah, it is global, and that's why I'm trying to hold on to this place, because I did consider selling and, you know, trying to go somewhere else, but it's everywhere. You can't, you know, it's just everywhere. It's just everywhere. It's in every state. You know, Trump was supposed to fix all this, and he's made it worse. I've never lived. This is the worst time in my life right now. It's the worst time I've ever lived, is right now. With everything that's going on and the lies being told. I just released a video last night about Charlie Kirk and how they're lying to us. And Tucker Carlson did this amazing video that I covered. And he just pretty much laid it all out. And I don't know. You can't stop the world from turning and pay everyone to sit at home for 2 years while printing more money without consequences. That's right. That's right. So you know a little bit about that, don't you, passerby? um, and they're still doing it. They're still doing it. You know, this big, beautiful bill. That's a government spending bill, and that's why Elon was so friggin' pissed about what Trump did. You know, Elon was trying to cut, while behind his back, Trump was passing this bill to spend, and Elon had no idea. So a big fight broke out, and you know, I mean, it's horrible. Everything is just awful. JK says absolutely. He agrees with you. Don't sell it. Just buy some goats and chickens and plant some. Yeah, well, that was another thing we considered. But we have a lot of wild coyotes out here, and we have a lot of wild animals out here. So, you know, there's a house down here that has a kennel. So they're a breeder, and it's this. That's my closest neighbors down there. So they have a, you know, kennel, and that's what they do for business. I'm not sure what type of dogs they sell, but they, you know, can you see Elon's face? Yes. Go to my channel. You'll get to see the launches. I have some videos of that. My little one's going in. I have some videos of the launches. Yes, we get to see them when he, you know, when he does his launches in California. So it's pretty cool to watch. You can see Elon's SpaceX from there. Yes, we can. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can see Elon's SpaceX rocket from there. Yeah, so when Elon launches, it's from this side here. So we go over, and we got some video of it, some great video of it actually. And it's on my channel. Then check out some of the windstorms on my channel that happen. That's why you see the sandbags everywhere. The windstorms are insanely horrific. They've taken down these trees. As you can see, we have to have like poles, and I mean, it's it's a rough place to live, but it's beautiful here. It's not an easy place to, you know. We bought it originally for a vacation home, but ended up loving it so much that, you know, my husband's like, I'm not leaving here. So he, you know, he's here, and then I travel back to the city on Sunday, and I go to work all week. So I live by myself during the week in the city, and then I travel here on Fridays, and I hang out with my husband and my dogs. You're both happy, and that's what matters. That's exactly what matters. Yeah, we're both grateful that we get to keep this place, because when the world comes crumbling down, I think this is, you know, like I said, we're, you know, for ourselves. You know, everything is alarmed, and we can see people coming from, you know, down the streets, and I see a car, which I never see ever. Oh, it's somebody driving out there. But anyway, he lives there all the time. Yeah, so he lives here full time. Yeah, so he's lucky. He gets to live here full time. And so he takes care of the property, and makes sure that, you know, when we first bought this house, there was a lot of bad stuff going on. A lot of bad stuff. A lot of meth houses, and, you know, like that scary house over there, like it was bad. It was really bad. So we knew we had to do some things to protect ourselves here when we first bought the house. I said here, like I'm with you. I know. Yeah, so it was really, really bad. And then one day we witnessed, and we actually have video of this too. We witnessed the feds come in and just wipe. There's a piece of land over on this side that was all marijuana, like grow. There was a bunch of marijuana grows everywhere, and the feds came in and just wiped it clean. And ever since then, it has been amazing to live here. No danger, no, nothing to worry about. I mean, obviously, there's always something to worry about in this friggin' crazy world, but it's gotten much better. They cleaned up some of the houses. That mountain over there has got great trails. If you have a 4x4, and we used to have one. We did a lot of trails, and like I said, I like to collect gems and crystals and stones. So I go out digging sometimes. In the fall, this is the time of year to do it because the sun isn't so blazing hot. But yeah, it is the most beautiful place, to be honest. It's gorgeous. I love it here. It's a great place to relax. Inside the house we had everything custom made, so it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We have everything was custom made, so brand new, and we keep it up. We do a lot of work. We actually put in a weather station, so this is our weather station here, which you can see. A little windy because the little our little fans at the top, it's not that windy, but those fans give us the miles per hour for the wind. I think it doesn't rain that much there. No, it doesn't rain at all. But when it does, this is what happens. This is exactly what happens. It's devastating. So we did put, like, I have a big flood over here. There's probably floods everywhere. There's little gaps of flood, and the sand is so soft that you get stuck really bad. So I was headed up here last weekend, and I couldn't even get to the house because someone was stuck in the middle of the road. Well, I must be going. Take care, and all the best to you and your hubby. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining, and you take care of yourself. From Australia. Nice. Hope things are good in Australia for you. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, muddy. So yeah, I had a good time. Nice. Awesome. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, so it's worth it to me. And I really, really do love it here. And I'm going to try to hold on to it as, long as I can. But we'll see what California does as far as the taxes and all that stuff. So doesn't sound too good. I guess with all this AI stuff, they're going to need a lot of electricity, and they're building these farms everywhere with all these, I forget what you call the actual electrical device that they need to run this AI. But I'm kind of a troll, but I didn't get a reaction. No, I usually don't, because I'm used to the trolls. So I'm kind of the person that really doesn't give a shit. So that's why I'm a little bit of a rebel, so sorry if I didn't. I failed. Yeah, I'm the type of person that is just like, you know what, F you, I don't really care, and I just keep going. But not F you to you, but I've been, doing this a little bit, and I'm used to that shit going on, so I just do what I do, and I have fun doing it. So there's a lot of trolls. I do it sometimes too, so but anyway, yeah, I usually do this live walk every Sunday morning, but today I had to come out because there was a rainbow in the beginning of this. Nice spot out there. Hey, Julius. there was a rainbow that was at the beginning of this video, and it was beautiful. So I did this. I did tomorrow's video today. This is my Sunday walk. And then I had to like really get a look at all the devastation and damage that happened. Yeah, we have a nice spot out here. It's beautiful. We just had a major storm come through. It's actually headed over towards Joshua Tree now, so it's on that side. But we have like really bad like devastation to our land. This is one of the holes among 500 of them. It dries up so fast though. The sun out here is just really hot. So it'll be fine in a couple days, and we'll fill in the holes and it'll be fine. But we actually, you know, are used to the storms out there. There's a lot of videos on my channel with windstorms. Go to the shorts. They're all on the shorts. And we have sandbags, you know, everywhere for that. Now a tour inside of the house. The inside's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I can't even, hey, thank you. I'll take you like right into the very, maybe just like this part of it here. So this is my little studio I have, and then my kitchen, and then in the back is all the bedrooms, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice house. We had, like I said, everything custom. And amazing, really good. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, we put a lot of money and work, and we had to put, because we had the well, we had to put a major water system, filtration system in. Thank you, Julius. Yeah, I love it here. We built it, like I said, it was a shack like that house over there with siding. And it had an outhouse, so we literally couldn't live in it for the first 6 months that we owned it. So we lived in a hotel down the street while we were, you know, had construction, you know, the contractors here building. But pretty much looked like that house. I don't know if you can see it, but with this siding on it. So we took off all the siding, replaced the siding, replaced the roof, all new windows, floors, electrical, plumbing, everything. And then the water filtration system so that we could at least take a shower and wash our clothes. We don't drink the water still. Even with the water filtration system, if WW3 starts, I'll come there. Please remember my name. Oh, Snake, I won't forget you. I won't forget you. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen soon, the way things are going. So we you know, the other thing too is the military's right there. So hopefully, I don't know if they would be able to help protect or if they would actually be part of destroying our country, but I'm not sure. I don't have too much trust in anything that's going on right now, but I'll bring some goats with me. Hey, they're good for food, right? If we can't get to the stores. And so again, some of the wildlife here, like some of the rabbits here are as big as my dogs. And you'll see some of the videos I have on my channel. We see some crazy stuff, like there's, you know, wild coyotes and all kinds of wild animals here. My little girl got bit by a poisonous rattlesnake a few months ago. She almost died. It was really awful. I have a video about that. It was one of the most deadliest. There's many species of rattlesnakes out here, but she got bit by the Mojave green, which is the most poisonous. So and we're 2 hours from anything. Arizona, Julius, no, we are in the Mojave Desert in 29 Palms. It's like an hour from Joshua Tree in California. So, yeah, we're we're pretty far out there, and like I said, we're the last house on the road, which is not maintained. None of the roads are maintained out here, so we're technically not even pretty much on the map. So we still are. Our zip code is 29 Palms, but they call the town Wonder Valley. So we're, on the edge of Wonder Valley, and then we're about 4 or 5 hours to Vegas, and then 4 hours to San Diego. So, um, geez, that's crazy about that. Yeah, it was. She came in, man, and she was lying on the floor, and I called her name because I was in the back in the kid coming from the garage, and I saw her on the floor, and I called her name. She didn't look up. She usually does. And so I got closer and I called her name again. She didn't look up. And I was like, what the heck? So I went straight up to her and there was blood everywhere. And when I picked her up, she just started vomiting. Like it was really bad. So, and then I started wiping the blood off her cheek and I noticed there were two holes. So I was like, oh, she got bit, but I didn't really know what bit her. Like I didn't know what type of snake bit her. And then gradually, you could see the timeline in the video of how bad she got and how worse she got. And then I was like, okay, we got to get her to a hospital, but we're 2 hours away from anything. Oh, 29 is hunting me. It's my lucky number. So we found a hospital in Palm Springs, actually, that just opened 6 months ago. I rushed her there. It's a 2 hour drive. I made it in about an hour and 15 minutes. But as I was driving her, she was pretty much dying right in front of me. Like they're vaccinated with the rattlesnake vaccine every year, but it only buys them a couple hours. So I got her there. She was in rough. She couldn't breathe. I mean, she literally was like dying in the freaking face, in the face. Yes, she got bit in the face. It was pretty bad. And like I said, you can see the video on the channel. And, she was in rough shape, and so they had to treat her. And then they told me, I was freaking out. I was like, I pulled right up to the place. I didn't even like, I left the car running, left the doors open. I just ran her right in. They were waiting for her because I called them to tell them, listen, she's actually dying in my seat, my passenger seat, and I need somebody right away. So, how's your day going? Please enter. Only fan fishing. How's your family? Good. Okay, Snake. Um, that's like something from a movie. I swear to God, it was awful. I was a panic. I was crazy. Um, but they treated her after a $6,000 bill because the anti-venom they give her is $1,000 the bag, and she needed 2 bags of it. And then all the antibiotics and, all the other meds that they had to administer. So I was there for 12 hours. Yeah, it was a pretty hefty bill, and that's why I'm broke. um, but I could, she's only 5 years old. She just turned, well, she'll be 5 in November, actually. But she was, if you watch the video, by the end of the day at the hospital, she was doing much better. She looked much better. The swelling had gone down a lot. She suffered for about a week after that, but the following week she was right back out where the snake bit her, and I was pissed because what she does is she chases the lizards. She loves to chase lizards, and she catches those lizards are pretty fast. And she's brought me a few of these dead lizards, which are not, it's disgusting, but she'll run behind the shed, and we have, so where the lizards, she was chasing a lizard, and we have this stuff that we burn over here, this little junk pile here, and there was a snake over in the area. She was chasing a lizard. The lizard probably just ran under that, and she tried to get it and didn't realize the video name, please. It has the thumbnail is yellow, and it's the video name is the Mojave Green almost killed my Frenchie, or my Frenchie almost died from the Mojave Green rattlesnake, something like that. I forget. It was back a few months ago. So, but it's in the video section, and so she didn't know that there was a snake there, and it was one of the deadliest that we have out here. And like I said, there's many different species of snakes. So when I got her to the hospital, and they did the blood work, they actually told me it was a Mojave Green. And I was like, oh my God. Then I did some research, and then I did the video, and I found out that it was, one of the deadliest snakes ever. So, and she's small. She's like 25 pounds. And, there was nothing I could do. I was driving as fast as I could to get her there. She started really suffering in the car as I was getting her out there. And, oh, I see the military out there doing something. They're getting ready. I see something going on out there now. Oh, something's happening out there. Oh, they're doing some sort of practice out there now. Called My Store Dupers under the Wild Animal playlist. Oh, okay. I'm glad she's okay. Good work. You're awesome. Thank you. Hi, RG89. Yeah, so now if I had left her, which I would never have, if I left her at the hospital, it would have been another $6,000 they would have charged me for the care. So it would have been a $12,000 bill, but I was like, no, I'm not leaving her. I'll care for her while she's here. So in the video, you'll see me sitting next to her the whole entire time, caring for her. And that's another racket, is the veterinarian. They just, it's insane, the cost for care for dogs. So, but I love her and I love my dog. So yeah, it's a racket they have, and I just, another governmental, yeah. I just it's really bad. But I do see something happening, and I want to catch this on video actually. So I'm probably gonna check out, because I see them. I get out my binoculars and I get some good. I get to see what they're actually doing out there, because I can see they're setting up something. So that's another cool thing. We get to watch, all the military practices going on. And lately, there have been a ton of them, a ton of practices. So it's been nonstop. So I don't know if they're gearing up for something. What do you all think? Well, Canada doesn't cost, but if you need something fixed, you're on a waiting list. Yes, yes. It's not that different here in the U.S., and it's not that different here. Believe me. Um, Everything has gone to shit here. Everything, and it's been the worst time in my life that I've ever lived. Is when January 21st, it started. Just going to shit. Everything just really bad. So, and the prices of everything is just, I don't know how people. My husband's car insurance went from, I think it was paying like $200 a month, which is insane. It just jumped to $311 a month. And he doesn't really drive a lot, so, because he's here at the house. And so, the car insurance, the gas for me, like I said, it was $90 to fill my truck yesterday. So the gas is still, I don't see where the gas has dropped. They're saying, oh, gas has dropped, gas has dropped. I also have a photo of how much I paid when I lived downtown San Diego. I paid $7.49 a gallon. So in the city, they charge a lot more. But I moved because I got a new job closer to the house. And so where I moved to, the gas is just a little bit cheaper, but still, JK says they take advantage. Yeah, they definitely take advantage. It's not good. It's just not good. This country is in a rough shape, and this. I'm glad we have the house just in case something really happens. I'm gonna have to drive my ass up here as fast as I can. I always keep, I'm also protected where I live, because you have to be. So I have my own protection, and I, always have my gas filled. I always, have my, first aid kits and all. I'm ready. I'm ready for this to happen because I feel like it's gonna. Julius, in Georgia, it's like $2 a gallon. I know, it kills me. That's why we actually looked. We were looking around. I just got to find myself a job. I'm in a specific field, and it's manufacturing, and Trump has devastated the manufacturing industry. So California gas tax is like 60%, JK says. Yeah, and that's why. So, yeah, I was in medical device. So I, did that. I was a chemist in the medical device industry. And then my company got bought out and merged, and a bunch of shit went down. I have a video about that too. And so it caused me to look for another job. I got another job closer in a different industry, and a much better industry. Um, but yeah, it's just it's hard to live. I live paycheck to paycheck, and if I have to use my credit card, I use my credit card, and that's not good either. So, but you know, and my husband has an income, so that's, we both have an income, but it's still not enough. It's just not good. So, but anyway, I'm gonna end this chat. Thanks everyone for joining, and I'm doing a live later this afternoon. So if you guys want to join that, I'm gonna post that in a few minutes. Thanks everyone who joined the channel and subbed the channel. I appreciate the support. I'm really trying to build this channel. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and stay safe, everyone. Stay safe. Take care.